Now in this case we need to convert benzene into nitroaniline, and the concept is very simple. We need to introduce two NO2 group on the benzene ring, and out of this two NO2 group, one has to be reduced to NH2. So it's a case of selective reduction. We need to go for a reagent which can fulfill this purpose, and for that we are having the reagent NaHS. So what we are going to do, this benzene ring, this benzene will get converted into, this benzene has to come to this part. NH2 and NO2. So the process will start with nitration. Process will start with the nitration, and the reagent is concentrated H2SO4 and HNO3. And you will be surprised that here this is acting as a base, and the purpose is to generate NO2 positive, which is basically a nitrating agent. This NO2 is the basic nitrating agent. So what will happen, this benzene ring will undergo nitration. This benzene ring will undergo nitration, and this NO2 will be attached to this point. For second step of nitration, once again it will go second nitration. Once again it will undergo second nitration. So write it only nitration. So after second nitration, this will appear like, after second nitration it will appear like this. It will have two NO2 group, and when we apply the reagent, reagent is NaHS, or it can be the ammonium salt also. This will go for selective reduction. It's a case of selective reduction. It's a case of selective reduction. So it will get converted into nitroaniline. It will get converted into nitroaniline. Now as far as second part is concerned, chlorobenzene to salicylaldehyde. This one is having one name reaction. Actually it's a two name reaction. So first is the chlorobenzene. This chlorobenzene is there, and we need to come to this point. It means we have to introduce one OH and we have to introduce one CHO group. To introduction of OH, it's a Dodge process. This compound is heated with the base, and it gets converted into the compound which is ONA. Then this compound undergoes reaction with Riemann-Diamond reaction. It's a Riemann-Diamond reaction. And reagents are CHCl3 in presence of base. As a result, this will get converted into this salt. And when this salt undergoes hydrolysis, When this salt undergoes hydrolysis, it generates salicylaldehyde. It generates salicylaldehyde. Next one is benzene to phenol. It's a very common reaction. One of the most common reaction which happens in the organic chemistry, benzene to phenol. And mindset is very, very clear. It's a crystal clear approach is there. We have to convert this benzene into benzene diazonium salt. Once we go to the benzene diazonium salt, we can get the desired product. So this benzene diazonium salt is a salt, basically it's a salt which can produce maximum number of organic compounds. So benzene to benzene diazonium salt, then phenol. So the journey will start with this benzene, and this one is phenol. In between stage will be there, that is going to be N2Cl, benzene diazonium chloride. So how to come from this point to this point? So in between there is the two intermediate step. And what are those two steps? And those two steps are, from here to here, it will undergo nitration reaction. It will undergo nitration reaction. It will undergo nitration reaction. So it's a HNO3 and H2SO4. Both are concentrated. So what they will do? They will generate one NO2 group here. When this compound undergoes reduction, Sn plus HCl, this NO2 will get converted into NH2. And when this compound undergoes diazotization, for diazotization we need to have a reagent HONO, 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. This will get converted into benzene diazonium salt. We have already discussed why it is known as benzene diazonium salt, because two nitrogen compounds are there. That's why it's a diazo chloride is there, and it's a benzene ring. That's why benzene diazonium chloride. And I told you that whatever the negative part is there, that negative part is going to attach with this, that will attach with this benzene ring, replacing this N2Cl. So here also the same thing is happening. This OH will replace this N2Cl, and final product will be the benzene. Final product will be the phenol, and phenol is the final product. Now benzene to benzophenone, it's a very simple. Benzene to benzophenone, it's a very simple. Why? Because it's a Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. One step reaction is there. It's a one step reaction. And that step is, this one is the benzene, and this one is the target molecule. So what is other than the benzene? This part is the additional part. So we are going to add this part with the chlorine, Cl, C double bond O, and this one is the benzene ring. It's a Friedel-Crafts acylation. It's a basically acylation reaction. In short, it is written as Friedel-Crafts acylation, or this case is the acylation case, and reagent is, we know, already written so many times, anhydrous AlCl3 and concentrated H2SO4. Sorry, concentrated HCl. It's a concentrated HCl. So this the desired product will be, this one is the desired product, this one is the target molecule, and we reached here very smoothly. In the case of aniline to bromoaniline, in the case of bromine to aniline to bromoaniline, it means we have to introduce one Br at the ortho or para position, because it's a para, so definitely it has to be at the para position only. So what we are going to do? This one is the NH2. When this undergoes reaction with CH3 C double bond O, when this reacts with CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3, one hydrogen, and this part will come out. As a result, we will get a compound which is very much similar to this NHCOCH3, and byproduct is the acetic acid. So when Br2 is allowed to react in presence of acetic acid, at para position, Br will be introduced, and when this compound undergoes hydrolysis, we get the final molecule. It's a very simple. It's as simple as this one. The next one is nitrobenzene to para-aminobenzene. Nitrobenzene to para-aminobenzene. So here also, in the case of nitrobenzene to para-aminoazobenzene, so it will be appearing like this. This N double bond N, this benzene ring, and this NH2. So obviously there should be a benzene diazonium chloride or benzene diazonium salt should be there. So we have to convert this one into benzene diazonium salt, and this can be achieved by, this one is NH2, so go for SN in presence of dilute HCl. This will convert this entire molecule into aniline. Once it get converted into aniline, go for diazotization, HONO. This will convert this molecule into N2Cl. And when this compound undergoes coupling reaction with aniline, when this compound undergoes coupling reaction with aniline, it will generate a compound like this. It's a N double bond N single bond N H and benzene ring. On hitting, it undergoes rearrangement reaction. It undergoes rearrangement reaction. This will undergo rearrangement reaction. And we will get this compound. So So it can be initially, it can be if you are the 11th class student, you may find it difficult, but if you are 12th class student or pass out student, you may find it very, very easy.